to the high, you will see there is a five-legged structure. Now, this is where the two rules of Elliott come. The two rules of Elliott are that the third wave is never the shortest. The third wave can never be the shortest. Third wave either has to be bigger than the first wave, or the third wave has to be bigger than the fifth wave. But the third wave cannot be the shortest. If instead of W, X, Y, X, Z, if you put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then the third wave here seems the smallest wave. Now this is a breaking of a rule of Elliott, and this is why we feel that there is a possibility that markets could go below Updesh mean. But again, this is a low probability scenario for us now. But I have tried to draw some price structure, which is a more of a complex correction happening. Markets could go down till Updesh and still start to make a new trend, because market may not always have to make a new low to start a new trend, and that is the complexity which I cannot handle in this basic session on Elliott. But uh, counter trends or complex structures may not make actual lows. They can make higher lows, and still from a higher low a new market could start. This is another one which we are talking about a trend, and we're talking about a breaking of a trend line. Trend lines, like channels, are very good to understand the Elliott wave structure. There was a structure and the prices moved up, and then they broke down a key trend line. A key trend line break could also suggest that the Elliott wave structure is over, and the lower structure is the Reiki structure, which is a performance cycle. The performance cycle turned down, which also came on 18th October, and that is when the trend line broke after that. So this again is mixing of cycles with Elliott. This again is a example of copper, where we said that copper should go up till 4, because there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure, and the 5 one is still seems incomplete, because the 5 one is 1, 2, 3, 4. It should still make another leg, higher leg, because the fifth leg also should subdivide into five wave structures. And this is what happened today. Copper is at 4, near 4, and now the larger performance cycle, or the copper is one of the best metals on the best structures, and the cycle is turning down. So we feel that copper could also be a good sell opportunity. So this is all the ideas I have here, and the in terms of trying to make a conclusion here, there are a few conclusions here. One is that Elliott is as mathematical as the Fibonacci sequence. Second conclusion, Elliott prices are an exponential distribution like the Fibonacci prices. Third, um, Elliott, Fibonacci, Pareto, all of these are talking about similar things, and which is suggesting a pattern structure in markets, which is a repeating continuous pattern which happens at all degrees. Then we spoke about how channeling can be used to understand the Elliott structure. There is a base channel, acceleration channel, and a throwover channel. If you draw trend lines, you can understand, or you can continue to be on the trend. The moment a larger trend line or a larger channel from the bottom or from the base breaks, you can understand that the Elliott wave structure is complete. Elliott wave structure has few rules. One is that the second wave does not make a new low below the low of wave 1, and the other rule is that the third wave is never the shortest. The third wave structure is generally the largest. Now here also, in case of copper, we have seen that the third wave is bigger than the wave 1. If the third wave was smaller, is not smaller than 1, is not smaller than 5, but third is not the shortest. So this is another rule. And Similarly, like a rising market, exponentiality also works in falling markets. Exponentiality can be, in a simple way, explained that market mm, gives the biggest move in less time. In 20% of the time, market can make the larger move. 80% of the change can happen in 20% of time, and most of the time, market can do marginal changes, and that is why one has to look at multiple assets, because if you do not look at multiple assets, you may be spending a lot of time getting bored about what to trade because markets don't do anything. So you have to try to diversify into currencies, into bonds, into into agro commodities, into metals, because something or the other will be moving because markets are interconnected and all of them won't sleep at the same time. So if you want to be always in the activity or try not to miss opportunities, you have to look at multiple assets. And we mix Elliott wave with classic channeling, with classic trending systems, and also time cycles which we call as Reiki. Reiki means that the best performer for us is a potential underperformer, and the worst performer for us is a potential hold and a buy. Now we feel BRB, TLV are good stocks, and we feel that Transgas and Trans Electrica, Broker, BVB, these are the best potential outperformers. So the worst stocks to hold. So that's all. And if you have any queries, I can answer them. Thank you very much.